I was wondering, where do you match musically? Let me ask it different.
Mesh.
Yeah. Sam? What stuff that Mike's listening to do you absolutely hate?
I actually can't think of anything. Oh, I'm not really into heavy metal.
You listen
Yeah,
to
but I don't listen to that much anymore, man. I was 14.
Don't listen. Don't listen.
No, but actually though, you should listen to some like Ride the Lightning, Metallica album. There's some darky, dirty shit on there.
Well, I've never really got into it. But I'm willing to, I'm willing to try. All
right, yeah. Well, I don't like Sting. Do you know what I mean? Or Crowded House.
Oh, come on.
Okay, but what's stuff that you both very fond of?
Well, I think when we started doing stuff together, we were playing each other a lot of music, and I think we both kind of appreciate like the electronic stuff. Like I mentioned, like Expanding Records, that probably sort of influenced me as a producer, and they're a record company that I work next door to in the studio, and you got really into that stuff. It's really like instrumental, beautiful, glitchy, melodic.
I think it tends to, the stuff where we kind of both really like it tends to be either kind of the electronic stuff or new experimental stuff. I like a lot of the kind of crossover things that are happening at the moment where they're drawing on there's acoustic, a bit like what we do, there's acoustic instruments and electronics and maybe kind of experimental production, and I think we both like stuff that's like that, really.
Yeah, well, that's sort of what we do, isn't it?
Yeah,
we like us, basically. No.
You're both experimental and also very traditional, right?
Yeah.
Is that on purpose, or it just happens this way?
It's not on purpose. It's sort of a little bit to do with why we got together, because we did slightly different things at that time, and that's sort of the result of.
Yeah, when you play like acoustic, you just sound very traditional folk music, I think.
Yeah.
And on the record, it's very electronics and.
Yeah.
Well, I think ultimately they're good songs. If you take out all the production and the electronics or any kind of atmospheric scratches and sounds and noises, they're still good songs. But for me, I really like bringing all of those elements in, and it gives the song a kind of, I think I've said this before, like a sort of bed to lie on, like an atmosphere to lay in, and it gives the listener a feeling that they're not just sat at home listening to some music, they're actually sat in an environment listening to something.
I think all that kind of stuff that Mike brings to it really is what sets Tunng apart from a lot of other music, and is why we're having the success that we're having and getting the interest we're having. Because
some people don't like it though. They find it a bit like, well, what are you doing that for? Why don't you just play the song and be normal?
I was wondering what kind of people, how does your audience look like? Are they folkies or just young hipsters?
Not really. They tend to be kind of 20 to 35 with 75% bearded blokes. And,
a lot of men.
And lots of
nice people, man.
Very friendly. Really, we do attract friendly people.
I think our shows are a lot more up than the record. The record's maybe like people think it's kind of dark or takes you on these weird magical adventures or whatever. But I think the shows are, I think we have a good time, a lot of smiles, and the beats are a lot heavier. People were like dancing, which is kind of, sorry, I just burped, which is kind of unusual. I didn't really expect that, but if you have a big sound system, and there's quite a lot of 4/4 beats and electronic sounds and almost kind of ravey moments, and I think it's a nice audience most of the time, especially in Holland actually, and that's not a lie. They've been
that's
really
true.
good.
Definitely one of the best kind of places for friendliness.